watching CBS 4 News at 5 with Elliot Rodriguez, Shannon Horry, Chief Meteorologist David Bernard, Hurricane expert Brian Norcross, and Jim Berry with sports.
It was a horrible experience. I would not wish that on anyone, and I would not want anyone to go through something like that.
Right now, this Broward woman is reliving the nightmare of a medical mistake. The doctor who delivered her baby left a gauze pad inside her body.
And that left the new mother in crippling pain, so much so that a jury saw fit to award her millions of dollars. Tonight, we're hearing from the mother and seeing what she had to live with. CBS 4's Peter Dench has her story.
The verdict came right here at the Broward courthouse in a case dating back to September 11th, 2001, 9/11, a date that was supposed to be a happy one for Carlene Chambers.
I was in horrible pain, horrendous pain. You can't even imagine the pain that I was going through. It was real bad.
It was just a few days after Carlene Chambers gave birth to her daughter Camille, seen here, when she started suffering severe stomach pain.
It was a horrible experience. I would not wish that on anyone, and I would not want anyone to go through like that.
This is the gauze lap pad that was inside of her for 11 days.
Attorney Crane Johnstone says this foot-long by foot-wide gauze pad was left in Chambers' pelvis after her C-section. And even though he says one X-ray 8 days later showed there was something in her pelvis, it wasn't until 11 days later that the pad was removed after a CAT scan showed it.
More should have been done. I shouldn't have to be sitting in the hospital room for 3 extra days waiting, still suffering.
Chambers' attorneys sued Dr. Joseph Becerra. A jury awarded her $2.4 million. Attorneys for the doctor who left this pad in Chambers' pelvis did not return our phone calls. CBS 4 health reporter Dr. Sean Caniff says such unremoved gauze pads can cause serious problems.
Those bacteria can seed throughout the abdominal cavity, cause a very severe inflammation called peritonitis. It could be very serious. It could cause adhesions to the bowel, can cause persistent abdominal pain, bloating.
You never know. This shouldn't have happened, and we need to make sure that it doesn't happen. You know, and someone has to be accountable for it.
Carlene Chambers' attorney does expect an appeal in this case. Meanwhile, she says the victory is bittersweet. She's worried now about her ability to have another child. In Fort Lauderdale, Peter Dench, CBS 4 News.
Chambers attorneys also reached a settlement with Memorial West Hospital a year ago. A spokeswoman tells us the case was settled for $80,000, but she could not comment further because of patient confidentiality.
A restaurant owner in Lauderdale Lakes has a lot of